Greetings, fellow cooks. Marcelino Bernie from Dr. Flavor, and I want to welcome you to another very exciting episode. Today, we're making something that you're absolutely going to love. Are you ready for this? A pecan encrusted salmon that is grilled on a cedar plank. Yes, it is. And it's going to be right here, right now on Dr. Flavor. Okay, so I want to make this disclaimer first of all, because I know some of the purists are going to say, oh, well, heck, that's not wild caught salmon. Absolutely, it's not. I got this at Walmart, and this is just a farm-raised salmon. But it looks beautiful. It's nice and thick, meat-wise, really nice and thick. And I'll tell you one thing. Nowadays, considering the economy, saving a buck is saving a buck. And besides, you're not going to lose anything, you're not going to miss anything, because we're going to put some flavor in this baby that you're absolutely going to be crazy about. Okay, so let's go over the ingredients. Obviously, we have the salmon. We have a cedar plank that has been soaking in water for about 2 hours, but you can go for a little less than that. Soak it in water because it has to be able to survive on the grill. All right, now we're going to make our own teriyaki sauce. I like my own teriyaki sauce. It's not complicated. I don't like to buy it. And these are the simple ingredients for a teriyaki sauce. We got ground ginger right here, Kikkoman soy sauce, garlic, granulated garlic, brown sugar, and cornstarch. And we're going to use Panko to actually put on top of the salmon to actually basically creating a binder so that all the sauce and everything doesn't slip right off. And it's going to go with ground pecan, and that's and of course a little bit of water. And I'm going to show you how we're going to make the teriyaki sauce. All right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take about a cup of pecans, and we're going to basically break them up a little bit. So see this? This is the consistency that I want. A little powdery, but a little chunky as well. So we're going to take these guys and we're going to mix it in a bowl with the panko, and then we're going to cover up the salmon. Okay. One important thing, folks, is that salmon, any fish, any product that you actually get, you gotta open the package, you gotta smell it. If it smells bad, you don't want to cook it by all means. So, but this smells really good. I just rinse it off with water, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pat it dry, a little dry. Okay, perfect. And as you noticed, I actually have to cut the salmon a little bit to make it fit the plank. I'm going to use that meat for something else. So I got about a cup of panko, and I'm going to mix it up really well with the pecans. going to be great. And then I'm just going to start pouring it on top. I think that's probably going to be all that we need. Just a little bit here. Actually, that's probably going to use the whole darn thing. Oh yeah. Really. It's going to come out really good. Alright, yeah. Good guesstimate on the amount of toppings that I was going to use. Alright. So, now we have that, we're going to have the next step. Okay folks, now we're going to make our teriyaki sauce. We're going to put in about half a cup of water, and we're going to measure out about half a cup of soy sauce. So we got this heating up, and we're going to drop in about a teaspoon or more, about a teaspoon of starch. We're going to let that heat up. And basically the cornstarch and the water are going to thicken up a little bit. Obviously the cornstarch is the thickening agent, and what we're going to be making is a slurry, because if you put in cornstarch into a sauce to thicken it up, it becomes a slurry. If you put flour into the sauce, then it's going to become a gravy. That's just a little simple thing to remember. Alright, so this is now starting to thicken up a little bit. So now we're going to put in the soy sauce. And we're going to put in about a tablespoon of brown sugar. We're going to put in a little bit of ginger. About a third of a teaspoon, and about an equal part of granulated garlic. Some people will tell you, use fresh garlic. To tell you the truth, I'm not bothered by this. Okay, so now this is nice and rich and bubbling. Just heated it up for a little while until it starts getting thicker. So I'm going to turn off the heat now. And I'm going to start putting it on the salmon. And talk about salmon. I just want to make sure that everybody understands that when you're handling raw material like this, you need to clean everything. And Chef Jean-Pierre has a formula, puts in a capful of bleach in a gallon of water. And that's pretty much about right. That's certainly what we used for Boy Scouts. So please keep it clean. Please avoid any type of food related infections or contaminations. Okay, so let's start with the basting here. Remember the pecans and the panko. One of the reasons why I'm using the pecans and the panko is that when I'm cooking it, it's just not going to slide right off. So anything that you cook, once it gets warm enough, you'll notice that anything that you put on top is going to slide right off. Wow, you talk about getting the measurements just right. Wow. All right, terrific. Okay, so we cranked up our Weber, and it's getting nice and hot. So what we're going to do at this point is we're going to take the plank and we're going to put it in the middle of everything, right here, between the two burners. We're using the side burner and the sear burner at the same. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to put them on high, close up, and we're going to walk away. So, let's say a few minutes later, we can see that it's up to 350, and so we're getting ready. I cleaned up my board, of course, and I put some pads to keep the plastic from burning when I take out the meat. So obviously we all have to be conscious of that. So let's take a quick peek. Looking good. Looking good. So we're going to keep going. That board is not going to, like I said, it's not going to burn easily because we had it soaking in the water for 2 hours. At this point, we can see that it's getting close to 400. I just lit the another burner, and I have that on high, so the ones underneath the wood, I'm going to lower it at medium. Because obviously I don't want to compromise the wood too much. And we're going to let this cook for a little while longer. Obviously this is a very hot day out here, so It's got a nice little breeze, but it's still a hot day. So temperature is not always very predictable. It's gotten up to 425 degrees, 450 degrees. So I dialed down the temperature to a quarter, and the side burner over here, I'm going to bring it down to a quarter as well, because I don't want it to cook up too quickly, and I certainly don't want the wood to ignite. Okay, so it's been a little bit over 10 minutes, and you can actually see that it's gotten plenty of heat, and the temperature you can see that it breaks up beautifully. So at this point, we're going to go ahead, turn off everything, and I do mean everything. Turn off the gas, and we're going to very carefully take that off. We're going to bring it inside now. Okay, for the moment of truth, got a little piece right here. Looks lovely, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and taste this. Nice little crunch. I can taste the teriyaki. I can taste the pecans, which really add tremendously. This teriyaki sauce is very nice because anything sweet complements salmon very nicely. So once again, you have a great simple dish to make. You can actually oven cook it if you don't want to use the grill and the Cedar Plank, but you know, that it gives you a nice little smoky element. So once again, you know, if you like this, try it. Share this with people that you know, friends. If you haven't subscribed, by all means, please subscribe, because that does help me. And once again, come back for the next episode that we have, and I'm sure you're going to like it. Again, this is Marcelino Bernay, your Dr. Flavor, signing off.